I constantly get emails from people telling me they have top tier RTA units, therefore they feel they should magically be Guardian in RTA. Well, it doesn't quite work like that. If you know how to draft and have the skills to counterpick your opponents and have good rune and artifact quality, you can beat some of the most rare Nat-5s and LD units in Summoner's War. Here are some of the best Nat-2 units that can absolutely dominate your opponents if you have the runes and the skills to fully use them to their potential. While this unit is very niche, specifically for a cleave-based team, Taru actually has more going for him than you realize. Ignore defense skill 3 with a 50% crit rate bonus, 114 base speed. He's actually really good as a single target sniper. While he's more niche right now, if and when these imps get second awakened, this guy is going to be very popular. Everyone knows Lulu. She was all over the meta for an entire season until she got a minor nerf, and now she sees only a small fraction of her gameplay she used to see, although a good portion of that is just based on the meta shifting around her, not her small nerf directly. She's still a great immunity and cleanse unit. Similar to Lulu, Shushu provides a lot of cleansing and healing if you're going up against heavy control teams. More of a niche pick late in the draft, but Chacha can nerf one of the very strong damage dealers from your opponent's side while also providing sustain for your team. Especially with how strong Douglas is this season, this has some more utility than people realize. I am personally a huge fan of this, and while Lala is actually an awesome pick for some of the Dimension Predators, I watched someone earlier this season climb over 150 points picking Lala every single game. Cleanse, heal, a lot of multi-hit strips based on how much cleansing it does. The great part about Lala is that most opponents don't know what it does, so it gives you the element of surprise as well. A staple unit for old school players, Konomiya actually saw some surprising tournament usage in dethroning one of the crowd favorites. Aside from the base stats being terrible due to no second awakening, the skills themselves are actually quite good, and Konomiya will definitely be meta if and when it gets a second awakening. Ramagas is a classic monster, a niche last pick. As with many of these, he's still susceptible to being controlled and cooldown reset, but if your opponent is cleaving you and you last pick a Ramagas, it still poses a dangerous threat of massive tank with pure damage and self-sustain. This unit is, of course, a god combo for Nyx owners. He's got a lot of revenge, a beastly damage buff with skill 1 that most people forget about. This is a great unit not only for RTA, but also for TOA, Hall of Heroes, Labyrinth, and more. People just don't give him enough credit. While personally I liked her before the change, Cameron still provides a lot of cooldown increase for your opponent. She has a full enemy team skill cooldown with skill 2, as well as a single target skill cooldown, heal, and reduce her own skill cooldown with skill 3, as well as a first skill that is a 2-turn glancing debuff. She's kind of a poor man's version of Oliver or Shungpung, except element neutral. That's the list for today. We'll see how much it changes with the next set of 2A monsters. I know someone's going to say,
"You didn't put Linderman on the list. He's so OP."
I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you as always in the next one.